So when I was writing my book, I noticed that I had to overcome this fear of demons, right? Like you read about demons in the Bible and then you see the demons on the television shows, right? And then on the television shows, you typically see the demons and they are, within a person who looks normal. And then when they get possessed by the demon, they look extra distorted, right? Their facial features, right, look extra wrinkled, or they have like a lot of evilness into their appearance, right, to the visual eye, to maybe even the spiritual eye. And so as I'm writing my book, I realized that I've been around demons all my life. Like I've been around them all my life. And I was thinking about that recent Tyler Perry movie that was it Tyler Perry? Let me look it up real quick. Let me see what it's called. I have to tell you guys what that movie was called. That made me realize that demons aren't as ugly as they appear to be in the movies, and they are really, like, you know what I'm saying, real life people. Like when Future did the song, hold on, The Deliverance. That's what it was. Who did that movie? Who produced it? Let me see. Mm, the Deliverance. Let's see. Lee Daniels. Okay. So on The Deliverance with Lee Daniels, her mom, she kind of gave, you know what I'm saying, something's off with her. But when she actually turned into the demon, that's when you could like actually tell. So what happened in the movie that made me realize that just, like people, everyday people that you come across have demons in them, was the fact that, the demon isn't scary because of what they look like, but because of what they say, right? And so in the movie, it was kind of funny because the demon was like low key roasting her. And basically, that's what, you know what I'm saying, a demon is going to do. They're going to try to trick you, right? They're going to try to trick you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, right? They're going to try to trick you with words to make you feel like you're not as important as you should feel that you are, or you're not as beautiful or rich or prosperous or intelligent or strong or, you know what I'm saying, insightful. The demon is really not what a person looks like, but the type of things that that person speaks to you. Because you notice that every time in a movie when there's a demon and they get possessed, they start to say things to make you feel less than what you are. They try to trick you mostly with their words. Okay, the appearance in the movies do cause, you know what I'm saying, some sort of fear, but really what the demon is trying to do is to talk you out of your spot, talk you out of your position, talk you out of your purpose, talk you out of believing in the Most High, right? The demon is going to say things to trigger you, right? And when you really think about it, you live and you encounter demons on a daily, right? And if you aren't grounded within yourself, if you aren't grounded within yourself, if you aren't self-aware, if you aren't conscious of what's going on and what people are trying to put on you, put in you with their words, then you might not be as thoroughly protected as you should be against the weapons, right? The words, the curses that they're trying to put against you. So that's one thing that I noticed in my book, is that the demons aren't necessarily these scary looking creatures that you may come across once in a lifetime. They're really the people that you be closest to, right? The ones that you would never expect to have a possessed spirit from a demon be the ones that has a possessed spirit from a demon, and they're trying to hit at you, right, with their words. They're trying to attack you spiritually with their words. They're trying to attack you emotionally with their words, right? It don't even got to be no whole drawn out synopsis of what they're saying. It could be a few slick words that just hit your spirit in just the right way to make you lose focus in who you really are and what your true potential is. If you let it, if you let it, they gonna come for you. They gonna come for you, and it be your family, your friends, your lovers, the ones that you're laying in the bed with, that's gonna say the slick shit to you. And you have to stay self-aware and self-knowing of who you are and what your purpose is. So when you notice that in that person, when you notice it in that person, you need to ask spirit how you need to move. You need to ask spirit what you need to do around this person, how you need to navigate around this spirit in this person, because not every time that you can realize that there's a demon in someone, right? Not every time that you realize it can you just like up and get away, because this might be people in your workplace, it might be people in your school, it might be people in the house where you live at currently until you're able to move somewhere else, right? You have to ask spirit, like, what am I supposed to do with this demon? And of course, spirit's most likely going to tell you to not fear the demon, right? To not believe the demon, right? To not allow the demon to put you in a dark space or a dark energy, or to have a dark heart, or to have a dark mind. But that was like pretty much one of the things that I really truly realized when I was going through my journey and I was having all of these different types of spiritual conflicts and inner turmoils and just like relational codependencies. I was like, for one, I had to face my own demons. I had to look at who I was and what things I was doing, what things I was saying and thinking that kept me in a low vibrational state, in order to cast them demons out, to deliver myself from them demons so that I can live in a higher elevated state of being, right? And so once I could really see them in myself, it was kind of easy to pick them up in other people, right? Once you're able to see them in yourself and you're able to pick up these demons in other people's, you begin to come less triggered, right? And when you're less triggered, that allows you to maintain a state of balance, a state of harmony that you're going to need in order to bring in your manifestations. But if you're going out and you're triggered by, you know, people that's coming at you randomly and you don't even know why they're coming at you randomly, and it's because they got a whole demon in them, right? Then it's going to throw you off your game. It's going to throw you off mentally. It's going to throw you off spiritually. It's going to throw you off mentally. It's going to throw you off financially.